Of all the things we do in my field of hypnotherapy, I've been doing this for 30 years, 44,000 sessions. I love what I do. Can't think of life any other way. I love my life. I love doing this. Because to me personally, there's nothing like working with somebody and helping them flourish, helping them change their lives and help them become who they're really meant to be. And that's what I do every day. And it's just, it is just such a privilege, to me personally. And so we do all kinds of things, right? I help people adjust weight. I help people become motivated to exercise. I help athletes become more focused on their training. I help people pass exams. That's a big one that I do. Help people pass exams, the boards for the medical doctors, the lawyers, they have to take the bar, big exams like that. There's a lot at stake, a lot of stress there. Help people do that. I've helped women have babies they couldn't conceive, and by relaxing a little, they were able to conceive, and all kinds of things like that, right? And I'll be honest with you, helping somebody pass an exam or helping an athlete shave off a couple seconds off of a routine is really pleasant. I've worked with people who fight, fighters, MMA type fighting. And this one person I worked with, he asked me to actually accompany him to some of these fights. And, it is fun in the sense that, usually when I work with somebody, they win, of course, so it's kind of fun because, you can hypnotize somebody. Look, the Incredible Hulk, do you remember that movie, that series on TV? The whole premise of the movie, the whole series is that if you watch the very first episode on YouTube, they'll tell you that people have this incredible strength under certain circumstances that science can't quite explain. It goes beyond adrenaline, it goes beyond all of that. Well, hypnotists learned eons ago to tap into that. So you can help somebody become a beast, basically, with hypnosis, and I've done that, to use that. For the most part, what we do is fun, except for one thing. And that is when we're dealing with a person in burnout, breakdown, that kind of thing that I've been talking to you about. It is fun when we're done. It's like, oh man, I can't believe I can breathe again. Okay, then it's good. We can celebrate, right? But when you first meet the person, I know that if the person has enough support between sessions to come back to the next session, and if we can do that repeatedly for a few sessions more, I know that the person is going to be okay. I know that, but he or she doesn't know that. He or she is desperate. So it is the most difficult type of work because every single session could be the very last time you see that person. So it is tough. It is very tough, I went through a very difficult experience, but, the problem is that when you're going through it, by definition, you don't know if you're ever going to get out. So I understand the hopelessness and hopelessness that we all feel in that situation. And what I want to convey to you, this is what I want to convey to you, my dear friend, you and I are not the only ones to go through this. History is filled with people who faced the same or worse. And you know what? Humanity is still here. Somehow we survive. This may not be what you want to hear right now, but I'm here to tell you, you will be okay. Now, how long is it going to take? It kind of depends on you a little bit. And I know that right now your resources are very drained, your internal resources. But just think about this. There's somebody in your life that can support you, that can help you go through the process of building a new life. There is somebody. Even if you think you're all alone, just know that there's somebody there and somebody will show up for you. Maybe a long-lost friend, maybe an ex-spouse, maybe somebody will show up and will help you. And that person will guide you into the right professional's office or situation so that you can build a new life, all right? So be strong. Now, meanwhile, if you need to reach